Hi, y'all. So, you're thinking about law school, or maybe you're already in it, buried under casebooks and caffeine. Either way, I've got you. As a JD graduate who's taken some, let's say, unconventional paths, I want to share the hacks I wish I knew before law school. And spoiler, the journey doesn't have to look like everyone else's. Here's the thing. When I graduated, I did not sit for the bar exam. Yes, you heard that right. I am not a licensed attorney. Oh no! The week I was supposed to take the bar, I was crowned Miss Texas. That year of service completely changed my life direction.
South Lake Landry Champlin, and that means your new Miss Texas is Carrollton Avery Bishop.
I discovered that my law degree wasn't a one-way ticket to a courtroom. It was a toolkit for so many incredible opportunities. Now, I work full-time in technology consulting, manage a creative consulting business, and just recently pursued my passion for political advocacy, having ran a successful race for the Texas State House. Law school is tough, but it's also a time to explore and uncover passions you didn't know you had. So today, I'm breaking down my top hacks for surviving and thriving in law school while keeping your options and your mind wide open. Let's go. Let's giddy up. Let's yeehaw. Hack number 1, get organized before school starts. Law school is all about time management. Before you even step foot on campus, get your organization game on point. My lifeline, a color-coded Google Calendar, or whatever you prefer. I blocked out time for everything. Class, study sessions, social time, and yes, even days to have Netflix and chill evenings. Trust me, if it's not on the calendar, it's not happening. Also, download tools like Quimbee for case briefs and Notion to keep your notes organized. Law school moves very fast, even though it seems really slow when you're in the middle of it. And digital tools can help you stay on top of it all. Here are some statistics to ground it. Students who plan their weekly schedules perform 22% better on exams, according to a study in the Journal of Legal Education. The ABA reports that law students spend an average of 90 hours per week on school-related tasks. And if you didn't know, let me explain what case briefings are. Case briefing is a law school staple. It's where you summarize the key facts, issues, and rulings of a case, usually in one full document. Apps like Quimbee streamline this process, saving you hours every week while keeping your outlines clean and concise. And no, this is not an advertisement. Hack number 2, the cold call is not the end of the world. Let's talk about the infamous Socratic method, the thing that keeps law students up at night, especially on their first day of law school. Here's the deal. It's not about humiliating you, it's about teaching you to think critically. Professors want you to connect the dots, not recite facts. The trick? Just be prepared. Skim cases for key points, highlight important passages, jot down questions you might have, and honestly, utilize AI or ChatGPT. But here's the real hack. If you don't know the answer, it's okay to admit it. You have never been to law school. Saying I'm not sure, but I think shows you're trying, and professors respect that. Here's some statistics to ground it. Kaplan found that 63% of law students initially feared the Socratic method or the cold call, but 85% reported it improved their critical thinking skills by the end of their first year. There has to be a way for you to practice speaking extemporaneously without really knowing the full answer if you're going to represent someone in court. You might as well practice while you are in a safe net like law school. Here's where my personal story comes in. When I started law school, I thought I would become a litigator. I loved all the courtroom dramas, and I did speech and debate. By my second year of law school, I was developing an app to help students navigate the legal system and working on IP law cases in New York. That's when I fell in love with the intersection of law and tech. Fast forward to my third year, I ran for Miss Texas, and I became the very first Asian American to win. The week I was supposed to sit for the bar, I was crowned. My year of service shifted my focus toward political advocacy, and I realized I didn't want to practice law in the traditional sense. Instead, I wanted to use my JD as a foundation to explore technology, nonprofit work, and eventually running for office. There's no one-size-fits-all way to use your law degree. I'm not saying skip the bar exam, please don't. I know many of you will need it. But if you do uncover a passion project or business idea during law school and it is successful, lean into it. Your JD isn't a finish line, it's a launch pad. Hack number 4, build your network early. Networking is such a dramatic term. Your classmates are your future colleagues, and your professors are your first mentors. Start building those relationships and community early. Don't approach it like networking. Join clubs, attend events, and don't be afraid to ask for advice. For me, my relationships with professors helped me land internships and eventually pivot into technology consulting. Networking isn't just about landing jobs, it's about finding people who will support you as you figure out your path. Every single job I've had to this day was through someone that I knew. LinkedIn reports that 85% of jobs are filled through networking. And networking doesn't mean handing out business cards like candy. It really is about genuine connection. So maybe don't think of it as networking. Reframe it as if you are building your family, your community, your foundation. Whether it's bonding over moot court or grabbing coffee with someone whose career inspires you, start small and don't feel overwhelmed by going to these huge cattle call networking events during law school. Try to aim to make a genuine connection with one person at large events. And here's the most important thing I have learned. There is no right way to use your law degree. For some, it is practicing in a very big law firm that pays so much money. For others, it's working in policy, government, starting a business, or even pivoting into technology. My JD helps me every day, whether I'm advising clients, managing my nonprofit, or running my creative consulting business and having to sift through all the Secretary of State documents. Law school taught me how to think critically, communicate effectively and simply, and solve very complex problems. Those skills are invaluable, no matter where your career takes you. A 2023 report by the National Association for Law Placement found that 20% or 24% of law graduates pursue careers outside traditional legal practice. I'm part of that percentage. 24% of law school graduates don't use their degree in a traditional sense who are now employed. They work in government, consulting, etc. Law school is an adventure, and your JD is what you make of it. Whether you're headed to a courtroom, a boardroom, or somewhere entirely unexpected like me, the possibilities are endless. What's your dream for your law degree? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe for more tips on thriving in school, work, and beyond. See you next time. Woo! Study hard, but study smart.